All right. Hello, YouTube. How are you? It is a very interesting day. Let's just put it that way because it is September 11th. Let me just listen to the volume, make sure everything's good. All right. Volume sounds good. Whoever's here, if you're here, please take a minute to press the like button, to share, to comment, anything that will help and does help content like mine and small channels like mine grow. Welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for your energy. I look like a disaster. I kind of look like the energies have been feeling as of late. I do apologize. It's been raining off and on, and this type of hair, it's an entity of its own, and the frizziness, I've tried to control it, I can't. So there is my apology for my hair. I wanted to come on here, which I'm on here now, to discuss the energies. The energies have been very interesting. And before I get started, I am very, very acutely aware of the events that have occurred in the United States of America. I am very aware of the assassination that has happened to a very prominent young, in very highly influencing political figure who is a father to very young children, and who's a husband, and I remain human. And as much as I do not want to go into politics, nor do I want to discuss what has happened, because politics is no longer my arena, I am aware. I want to remain on the spiritual end of things, and I'm going to tie it a little bit with the current energies. I do not want to appear as someone who is gaining clicks or gaining views, or wants to gain clicks or views based on something devastating that has happened to someone as well as their families. That is not who I am. Just wanted to put that out there. If you are not aware of what happened in the States, you have the choice of remaining unaware, or you can feel free to go. All you have to do is jump on, any social media platform, and you'll know in 5 seconds. So the lunar eclipse that happened, and I can't remember honestly when it happened, it's been so intense, but it was a few days ago, has had it has been interesting, and I want to explain a few things and tie them together and string them along for you to formulate the stream. I don't talk about portals. I don't talk about eclipses. I do discuss energies, but this is on a level that is like Richter scale level. And the day of the lunar eclipse, you can look it up. It was a total lunar eclipse. It happened during the day here in Canada. It was around 3 o'clock. And without knowing, I jumped in my car and I went to the store to grab groceries. And I had completely forgotten that it was a lunar eclipse. And I saw, and when you're a seer, when your third eye is open and you can read energy and you can see people's behaviors and patterns, it takes you aback a little bit, because there's nothing you can do. All you can do is observe. And I saw people behave in an unconscious manner. And it was, when you stumble upon a hornet's nest kind of thing. I do have my notes, by the way, so if you see my gaze go back and forth. It was like a hornet's nest. Now, I was outside of it, but I did go into the store, and it was absolutely fascinating to me that I noted the difference between other days and that specific time and that specific day, and how massively unconscious people were. And I don't say this to put myself, as something amazing, or, I'm special. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this because I'm still navigating the fact that I'm this conscious and this aware and that I can read people and their energies, and it's almost frightening to me. You know, like in The Sixth Sense, the movie with Bruce Willis and the little boy who could see ghosts, and he was frightened because he didn't know what to do with his ability that he has. And I'm still in that sort of, I'm still there. I still don't interact with people. I still don't know what to do when I see things and behaviors in people, especially if they're severely unconscious. So I saw people behave in significant, like, lack, with significant lack of awareness in mass, and it was visible. It was so visible. It was palpable, and it was so uncomfortable. But again, I did not know what to do. I saw people make very poor decisions, driving, walking, just socially, very poor decisions. I saw people being extremely reactive. I saw just chaos, just pure chaos. On a personal note, and in a note for you, should you watch this live stream, it has been appearing to me personally and people around me that I interact with as very strange dreams. The energies have been causing you to have, people to have, very odd dreams, sometimes frightening dreams, that you wake up and you remember that dream, or you remember, if it wasn't a frightening dream, you remember the events of that dream. And I don't know if you know this, but we are not designed, we are not meant to remember our dreams. You do your dream work at night and you wake up fresh. Whenever you recall a dream and the events of it stick with you in your conscious state, there's usually something there, hidden, a message. So right now there is a resurgence of a lot of unconscious issues. Your subconscious mind is trying to communicate something to you, and it might be coming up through it in the dream state, but it stays with you during your conscious hours when you are awake. So those are the things from the unconscious or the subconscious mind that are going to be resurfacing and are resurfacing for people, including yours truly, to pay attention to. Are you paying attention, or are you just ignoring? This is an opportunity that we are being given to heal, to release, or to deal with issues that we are unaware of. So if you went out like I did on the day of the lunar eclipse, you would have seen people, if you consider yourself to be more aware than the average human being, almost enchanted by the intensity of the energies. It was almost like people were under a spell. It was almost as if people were hypnotized. It was almost as if people had no willpower. Where do you fall in this spectrum from being completely conscious, completely aware, to being completely unconscious and completely unaware? And your subconscious mind trying to show you things in various ways that either you decide to not pay attention to or to take note of. We get opportunities on days like these or events like these to see what needs to be seen. And yes, this does include the event that happened in the United States. Something needs to be seen. But a lot of people are choosing to go back and play in the same old loops, in the same old patterns of blaming, shaming, hating, revenge, and violence, rather than to see. So sadly, many unconsciously make the decision to keep looping in the old game. I do want to say one thing with regards to what happened in the States, and that is they haven't caught whoever the person that did this. No one knows why they did this. It looks like it was a politically motivated, violent attack or event. But just from me being where I am right now on the spiritual path and reading energy and all of that, I can tell you, and from the live stream that I just did, where I told you that I was angry and I sent out negative energy sort of into the universe, and the next day pretty much I felt the repercussions of it. Regardless if the person is caught or not, I can guarantee you I can guarantee you that something is going to happen in their lives that is going to either expose them or devastate their life. It's going to catch up to them. Be it one person, be it multiple people, I don't know. All I know is that we live in a time period where perpetuating low vibrations and sending it out and directing it and causing harm onto any being is going to hit you back pretty fast. You're going to feel it pretty quickly, and it's going to impact you. So it's only a matter of time before whoever did this, for whatever reason, that energy that they sent out and that harm that they have done will be felt directly by them. I wrote an example here because I do like to default to the time period of COVID. What I witnessed, what I personally witnessed, and it's still ongoing, by the way, because the energies they're up and down, they're up and down. There was an opportunity in COVID. I think COVID was spanned for over a period of 2.5 years. If you're in a country like I am, Canada, you're still feeling and you're still seeing the effects of COVID. So there was an opportunity for humans, for people to gain awareness, and many people did. A lot of people gained awareness during COVID. They captured that opportunity and they started their inner journey, their inner reflection. But many also succumbed to fear, and they sort of stumbled into mass unconsciousness. So events like the lunar eclipse and the current energies and the 999 portal that we just passed through, which was yesterday. And by the way, I was completely besides myself yesterday while this was all unfolding in the United States, and I did not know. I just learned about this morning. I was besides myself and I didn't understand why. Over the past 48 hours, I have been spending over 2 hours a day in meditation, just to detach from the chaos of the energies. So you're going to see human unconsciousness on a large scale, and on top of that, the event that occurred in the States that either can spark an awakening or it can spark a reactivity. You're going to see unconsciousness again on a large scale. You're going to see unconsciousness. Hello, whoever is here. Thank you for being here. Oh, wait, someone is here. Who's here? Sorry, I'm really engrossed in my live stream. Good morning, TZ Burton. Hello, honey. Thank you so much for joining. Please press the like button and please feel free to comment and all that. Comments are welcome. Just please keep them respectful. I don't care if you disagree with me. Do not care. And that's another thing I want to put out there. I believe, I can't confirm this with certainty, but I believe that the violence and violence similar to what happened in the States yesterday is because people can't separate themselves from their beliefs. People can't put any kind of space between who they are and what they believe. Your mind. I believe if this was a political motivated assassination or event, that the person was either hired by, or that person that did this themselves are very, very, very engrossed in their own belief system, to the point that they see anyone who says anything different than what they believe in or preaches something different, they see them as an enemy that needs to be eliminated. And that's the mark, it's the hallmark of the times that we are in. It is the hallmark of needing to go beyond these limitations. Beliefs limit us. Beliefs limit us. You are so much more than what you believe in. You're so much more than that. All you have to do is put a little space, allow a little bit of movement to happen between who you are and between what you think you believe in and what you stand for. We don't need to behave this way. The person who was killed, by the way, I don't necessarily like him, but I also don't hate him. I do not wish death upon people I disagree with. And this is why I come on here and say you can disagree with me. Please do. You just don't need to demote me. You don't need to insult me. You don't need to attempt to rip me to shreds and make me less and elevate yourself because we disagree. This is our problem right now in the world. This is it. This is it. And this is what people like me. I was like this before. If you disagreed with me, I would hate you. I would block you. I would, I do everything because you disagreed with me. Now I don't care. I don't care. Please disagree. Have your own. Be your own person. But learn how to disagree. Learn how to air your grievance without needing to attack another person. It has to happen. Look at where we're at. We're killing each other over beliefs. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Just wow right now. All right. I went from telling people to comment to having a rant. So you're going to see human unconsciousness on a large scale. You might be seeing it already. It might be scaring the bejesus out of you. Welcome to my life. On a personal level. So we talked about the collective, what I've been witnessing, what the energies are like, what you're seeing globally on the world stage. Let's zoom in to the person, to the you. On a personal level, we've already talked about the dreams. You're going to be having dreams. You might not. If you are, please pay attention. Please pay attention to your dreams. You don't need to go buy a dream book and get a reading by someone who reads dreams. You don't need any of that. What is it that you remember from your dream? Just go back a little bit in your consciousness and in time. What's the message? What's the hidden message? Maybe meditate on it. Situations might be happening in your life that you thought you were done with or you had resolved. Again, welcome to my life. I am again reliving a situation with a certain person that I have thought we resolved. I thought we resolved it regarding, everything. But no, I'm back in it. And I'm so sick of it. and you'll know this because you're like, oh my God, no, not again. I can't believe this is happening again. That's the situation where you need to pay attention to. Don't get angry with the person. Don't get angry with yourself. Don't react. Where is the golden nugget? I always say, in every challenge, there is an opportunity for growth. This situation that you're in at once again with this person, what's the lesson? What's the quality that needs, how can you resolve this situation once and for all? What are you lacking? Usually it's something inside of you. It's something that needs to be seen or heard inside of you, which is why you keep stumbling, you keep looping, and you're getting frustrated. So situations resurface so you can pay attention, and finally see an old pattern or way of being that is not benefiting you anymore. And it might, whatever this is, this quality, this pattern, this person, this belief system, whatever it is, only you will know, it's holding you back from the new you that wants to come in. There's a big you, bigger aspect. There's an energy upgrade happening right now, or at least it's trying to happen. And whenever energy upgrades happen, there's chaos, there's instability, there's dysfunction. The old program's not working anymore. There's errors appear. You know how errors appear in your screen, and that error usually leads you to something, and something in your computer needs attention that you need to look into, and you need to reboot, update and reboot. That's the same thing that's happening right now. It's just happening on a very large scale, like almost frightening. For me, it's frightening, the scale that this is happening at. And I think what's frightening is the amount of people that are, again, like COVID was frightening for me because people sunk into unconsciousness. So there's a big opportunity here to upgrade and to gain awareness and to gain consciousness. And a lot of people like unconsciously will choose to not do it. So I'm not trying to blame people, all right? All right, so there's an old pattern or way of being that is not benefiting you anymore, that might be holding you back from a new you that wants to come in, or holding you back from the life that you desire. Have you been trying to manifest something? That something wants to manifest itself in your reality, but there's something that you're doing, there's something that you believe in, there's a situation or a person that is blocking that something. And you need to pay attention right now, because there's an opportunity to get what it is that you want. What or who are you holding onto out of fear? These are things and questions that I'm going to say that might help direct you to where it is you need to be paying attention right now. Where are limiting beliefs running the show in your life? For me, it's always money. It's always money. That's the issue that has resurfaced for me right now. I'm not telling you that I'm having money issues. I'm telling you that a limiting belief has resurfaced for me right now with regards to money. Where is a limiting belief that it's coated in fear? Where is it appearing for you in your life? Your health, your love life, your education, an exam, job, some sort of travel. What are you afraid of right now? Also, who is treating you poorly that you are tolerating, and why? I'm not telling you go rip them a new one and then stop talking to them. Just sit down and examine the situation and try to be very, very objective. Who's treating you poorly that has flared you up, that you are tolerating? You're tolerating it. And why? Why do you allow them to treat you this way? Why are you tolerating this situation? Where are you keeping yourself small? Who or what do you diminish yourself for? And why do you diminish yourself? What shadow aspect needs you to see it? And when you see it, you need to heal that aspect of yourself and then let it go. Set it free. Decide that you're bigger than this. Decide that it's time for growth. See it, heal it, honor it. Don't shame it, don't judge it, don't reject it. Embrace it and move on. Move on. I'm afraid that I will not have money, Why am I afraid that I will not have money? Why? Where is the fear? Oh, because, money was used against me all of my life. Oh, because people controlled me through money. And I still allow people to control me through money because I'm afraid that I'm not going to have money. Because I'm afraid that I'm not going to have money, I allow people to treat me like shit because they give me money. Yeah, you just need to say it. You need to see it. You need to recognize it as a fear. You need to decide, make a decision that you can't stay like this anymore and that you're done, that you're better than this. You're going to trust yourself and you're going to allow the bigger, better version of you, the richer version of you that's not afraid, because it is rich, because it does have money and it can manifest money. You're going to allow that version to come through and you're not going to play small anymore. For me, it is the girl in fear for her life from religious men who were indoctrinated to think the worst of her because of her gender. I still allow people of religious authority to judge me, to control me. I have a very subconscious fear of them that appears in the form of judgment. If you watch this channel, if you watch me in my other channel, I don't like religion. I also have a significant dislike for men of religion. And that, I'm very aware of that. Very, very aware of that. And I'm trying to move beyond that because I was kidnapped by religious men who framed me, who called me names, who abused me. The worst period of my life happened because of people who were, they wore the cloak of religion. So that's where I have a big shadow in that area. And I really try, there's a reason I'm studying Sufism. My study of Sufism is basically esoteric Islam, is me forcing myself out of those old habits. I'm not telling you religious people are beautiful and amazing and I've gone back to religion. No. I've learned the lesson and I've gained the wisdom. I just need to get rid of the judgment of the lesser aspect of me that is still stuck in that muck. And every now and then it comes up. I would rather engage the higher aspect of me rather than the lesser aspect of me when it comes to this area. I'm saying this just to help guide you into where you need to be looking in your life. If you're doing fine and all is lovey-dovey in your life, I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you. But there's a good chunk of people that are not right now. So hopefully this live stream does help them if it does reach them. Hopefully it does. So, like I said, this impacted my own issues, have impacted how I view religion and how I view religious people, even people like men who claim spirituality. I think a few live streams ago, I was triggered by a man who's extremely narcissistic, who thinks that he's spiritual. That triggering stems from that issue that I have. So take this opportunity to find the courage within you. Sorry, one second. Let me just move this up here. Take this opportunity to find the courage within you that will get you closer to the most powerful you, the most powerful version of you, the big you, the higher aspect of yourself, and birth that baby, birth that version into your reality now. We have this opportunity. There's a window of opportunity and we're going to be in it for months to come. It's heightened right now because of the energies, because of the eclipse, because of whatever portal, which I don't really understand or pay attention to. I read energy. I feel energy. And we're at its peak right now. So you can either use it or lose it kind of thing. end the cycle of dependency, victimhood, and weakness. We have that opportunity right now. If you're a person who struggles, I'm not telling you go heal every aspect of your life. That's going to be a little bit too much. Whatever aspect is presenting itself to you right now, that's the opportunity that you have. You will never, ever, ever regret trusting or having faith in yourself. You will not. You will not. You never will regret trusting in yourself, in believing in yourself, in believing in something that you love and desire for yourself. You will almost always regret doubting yourself, though. When was the last time you made a decision out of fear that kept you small, that kept you in victimhood, that kept you in limitation? When was the last time you made a decision from there and thought, you know what, I'm very happy, this is amazing, the result is perfect, I'm super duper happy. I'm going to make more decisions like this. Chances are that that hasn't happened. Chances are every decision that you have made from your lesser, like by engaging your lesser self, the false self, or the ego, has been a very poor shit decision that you regretted afterwards. So do make decisions from another place, from a higher version of yourself, from a kinder, more compassionate, more understanding version of yourself, more loving towards you and others. It all starts with you. When you stop judging yourself, when you stop hating yourself, when you stop being hard on yourself, and when you love yourself, it will begin to manifest in your outer world. It just happens. You don't even need to work, oh, I have to love this person. No, it just happens. That's how alchemy works. That's how healing works. That's how you become the change that you want to see. And that's how you begin to impact people around you. Because you've begun to embody something, an archetype, an element, a quality, a way of being that this world needs right now. There's a hunger right now, not just for truth. There's a hunger for authenticity. There is a hunger for real human beings. There is a hunger for peace. We're sick of the divisiveness. We're sick of it. Some people are still in it, which is why you're going to still continue to see events like what happened yesterday in the States happen on the global stage. Don't let them sink you. Don't let them sink you into the shit that has caused an event like that to happen. The judgment, the hate, the violence, the reactivity, the me, my way or no way. The I hate you because you disagree with me ideologically. I want to, do this to you and see harm fall upon you and wish harm upon you because you've done nothing but stand your own ground. So that's the opportunity that we have right now. Those are the energies that I have witnessed, and I'm trying my best to, just not be submerged by these energies. I try to come to you from a very sort of, I don't want to say esoteric, but from a very spiritual perspective, with a spiritual point of view. I try to stay away from the hokey pokey, lovey dovey, wishy washy. Again, I'm not trying to place judgment, but I have been judged because that is how people see me. So I try to be very real in my presentations and not use woo-woo terms. I really am trying to present this in a manner that is palatable for a diverse group of humans. May they be awake or not awake. I really am trying hard because I don't want to leave this world as it is without having impacted in a positive manner. I'm hoping that the awakening that I am going through, and the awakening that many other people are going through, helps change this world into a better place. We need to change this world into a better place. And that starts by changing who we are inside. That's how it starts. And that's it. If you are a person who is happy with events like what happened yesterday and feels glee and bliss, I don't know how to say it, but may God have mercy on your soul, because you are going to have a very difficult few years ahead of you. I would suggest that you do some self-reflection and heal whatever that needs healing inside of you, that makes you happy to see bad things happen to other people. That's all I have to say. And I don't care what aisle of the, you know, of politics you are on or in or identify with. I don't care anymore. I do not care anymore. All right, guys. So that's pretty much all I wanted to come on here and say. I could pull a tarot, but I'm not feeling energetically up to it. I don't want every live stream to be pretty much the same where I do tarot. Some people do that, and I like to keep it, I like to change it up every now and then. So whoever's here, if you have any questions, feel free to put them out, please, and thank you, because I am ready to end the stream. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, let me know, please. And to anyone who's here who's a Patreon supporter, thank you. I do appreciate you. I think TZ Burton, I think you're a Patreon supporter. So thank you, love. Always, always in deep gratitude for those that support my work. All right. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any questions. I guess I shall end the stream. And yeah, I'll be seeing you again shortly, especially if the energies remain like this. All right, guys. Namaste. Namaste.